Honorable Professor D.S. Chauhan, Secretary General, Association of Indian Universities, Sri Chaitanya Prasad Ji, Controller General of Patents, Design and Trademarks, respected Sri Binay Rai Ji, Chairman, National Council on Education, ASSOCHAM, Reverend Professor Shyam Menon Sahab, Honorable Vice Chancellor B.R. Ambedkar University, Delhi, and a Fulbright Scholar. Dr. D.S. Rawat, I think, is not amongst us right now, but I convey my regards to him. Respected delegates, Madam Harbin, respected delegates, Honorable Vice Chancellors, Directors, Senior Academics of the country, those who have been assembled here for this conference, my colleagues of Association of Indian Universities, all the officers and other colleagues, and the colleagues of ASSOCHAM, representatives of print and electronic media. My job was just to present the theme of this conference, which I think has been extensively deliberated by Professor Shyam Menon, Chauhan sir. Everybody has thrown light on the background of RUSA a little bit. In this context, I have only a few observations, and before giving those observations, I would like to just remind the audience, the galaxy of intellectuals, about the root of the higher education system in this country, which can be traced back to 19th century with the Charter Act in 1813 and the establishment of CMS College, Kottayam. That was the beginning, from where the foundation of the higher education of this country was laid. And thereafter, it traversed a long journey and reaching today. And the landmarks, after that 1854, Sir Charles Wood's dispatch, 85 Hunter Commission, then in the post-independent period, 1948, Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan Commission, which is very popularly known as University Education Commission. Likewise, we have several landmarks, many policy initiatives, implementation strategies, program of actions, so on and so forth. And the entire spectrum of higher education, this entire journey, basically, we can describe as a development paradox. What are the advantages and what has gone wrong with this? A close analysis, very briefly speaking, in my perspective, I view it in two perspectives. Number one, misplaced priority. Number two, is a big gap of policies and implementations. Why I am discussing this issue? I think RUSA is an endeavor. It's a very welcome initiative to address this gap of implementation, because by way of providing some norms, Minister of HRD is facilitating this process for the first time, I think, to make easier for the state level institutions to play an active role by receiving good volume of funding, improving quality of the higher education in their respective institutions, and doing well so that we can stand and compete with the other world-class universities. The trend nowadays going on, and there is a competition to be figured out among the global ranking of the universities, where I think at present we have exact data so far as ministry is concerned, 702 universities. Maybe every day a few universities are increasing. Maybe this data, 2-3 universities more have been added. But the present data is 702 universities and approximately more than 36,000 colleges, out of which NAC has assessed 179 universities and 5,115 colleges. So this RUSA scheme, basically rolled out by Minister of HRD and drafted in collaboration with Tata Institute of Social Science. I must acknowledge the contribution of Professor Venkatesh and Dr. Parshuraman being a party to the RUSA scheme. Is definitely going to address the funding related issues and many other problems of higher education, especially the state level institutions, those who are producing large number of graduates. I may quote a study, being a part of the research system of AIU and heading the department. In 2009, our team of researchers headed by me, we conducted a study. This is comparative analysis of operational systems of higher education for determining the quality measures. And to our utter surprise, 55 to 60% of the total higher education budget, so far as the finding of the study is concerned, is consumed by the central universities and centrally established institutions like IITs, IIMs and other institutions, those who have been established by the central government. And the rest 45% around is being distributed among other institutions, which is not in a harmonized position, in harmony. It should not be like this, because a large number of graduates, as I said, are being produced by the state level institutions. So therefore, there is a pressing need to improve the condition of state level institutions. Therefore, the scheme has been rolled out by the ministry, and it's a very ambitious plan. And today we are assembled here to deliberate upon the modalities of implementing such an ambitious scheme, to harness it in a best manner. And in this process, the entire conference we have programmed in 2 sessions. The first session, we have devised a few sub-themes. I think program schedule is already with you. We have some eminent speakers dealing with each session, and the session chairperson will be followed by 4 or 5 panelists, those who will be deliberating upon a specific theme. And I do hope the deliberations of this conference will definitely go a long way to address many of the challenges and issues our state level institutions are facing today. At the end, only I can say you, we are at the beginning phase of the real growth. What we do with it, only the entrepreneurship and innovation will decide, because this is the era of innovation. Thank you very much for giving me a patient hearing.